Former Vice President Joe Biden responded today to accusations that he made a former Nevada Assemblywoman feel, quote, uneasy.
The younger generation now tells me how tough things are. Give me a break. No. I have no empathy for it. Give me a break.
I am ready to get in this fight and work my heart out for Hillary Clinton to become the next president of the United States and to make sure that Donald Trump never gets any place close to the White House.
What were you listening to when you was high? What was on? What song?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, definitely Snoop. Tupac, for sure.
T-Bone comes to me after I get elected and says to me, Corey, can we go for a ride? And I've never seen him again since that day. He disappeared into the streets.
Now, I appreciate the comments of my colleagues. This is about the closest I'll probably ever have in my life to an I am Spartacus moment.
Hillary Clinton's life's work has been defined by one question. How can we help those who need it the most? Donald Trump has been defined by a very different question. How can I help myself the most?
An enemy of the United States is someone who threatens our safety and our security. There is no disputing the fact that Bashar al-Assad in Syria is a brutal dictator. There is no disputing the fact that he has used chemical weapons and other weapons against his people.
When we saw him on that stage in Helsinki, defending Vladimir Putin, the head of the country that attacked our democracy in 2016, instead of this country and its citizens and this amazing democracy, that was collusion in action.
I support airstrikes, special missions, but at the end of the day, it's going to have to be the Muslim nations themselves who are leading the fight with our support.
So drone strikes would continue then if you were president?
In a very selective way.
I think this is further evidence that it would be a mistake for Democrats to think that the way for the Trump presidency to end is by way of investigation. That could, of course, happen, but we've got to be paying attention to the kinds of conditions that made it possible for somebody like him to get here in the first place. I would argue a figure like this president should never have been able to come within cheating distance of the Oval Office, and I fear that if we're not paying attention to the causes that he's a symptom of, then not only is it possible for him to succeed in 2020, but we could also find ourselves with another figure like him, or even worse, in the future.
When I'm president, I will say, look, Russia, I get it. We have tampered with other people's elections for years and decades. Like we, America, have done that. You've done it to us for the last number of years. It is going to stop right now. And if we have any credible evidence that you are tampering with our information and our democracy, we will take that as an act of hostility and aggression, and we will retaliate in some way that will make your life very, very painful and inconvenient.
I'm millions of votes ahead, which they don't even talk about. They never even mention it. They talk about delegates. And I'm hundreds of delegates ahead. But the system, folks, is rigged. It's a rigged, disgusting, dirty system.